Hello friends, how are you? So today we will discuss about SQL upper and lower function. So guys, have you ever wondered how to make your all of your data look clean and uniform? Well, today we have got something cool for you, and in the next few minutes we are going to unlock the power of SQL upper and lower function. Two tools that will transform your text data in a snap. Guys, we are discussing SQL and also discussing some interview related problems in SQL. So if you are new here, welcome to the squad and subscribe the channel because we have got a tons of SQL hacks and tips coming your way soon. So let's start. So guys, picture this that you are working with a database that got a bunch of inconsistent text, uppercase here, lowercase there. You turn to upper and lower function to clean it all and standardize it in seconds. However, for your understanding and for your information, it's not just about making things look pretty and cleaner. These functions help make your data more reliable, easier to work with, and even faster for queries because the data is clean and standardized. So, as it's evident from the name itself, the upper function converts a string to a uppercase, and the lower function converts the text or a string to lowercase. And the syntax is similar. It's very simple. Upper in parentheses the text. Similarly for lower in inside the parentheses the text. So as usual, we will try to illustrate one simple problem with for understanding this upper and lower function. For your understanding, I have already created one table as I do for all the videos. So this is a very simple table because I think this is a very simple function, not very difficult. However, the usage or the value that it adds to your database is immense. So this is the table, only two column ID and name, and there are three rows. 1, 2, and 3 are ID, and John, Alice, and Bob. These are name of the basically employees. So if you see the data, you can see there are inconsistencies in the data. John in the John the capital first word is capital, whereas in Alice all the alphabets are in a smaller case. Whereas if you see for Bob, it's entirely in a capital letter. That means data is inconsistent, and as I mentioned, here we should use upper or lower function to make our data standardized and cleaner. So I have already written the query because it's very simple. So this is how we will use this upper function. So select ID. So ID is the first column. We want this name. I also want this. Then I'm adding this upper name. This is my upper function, and inside the parenthesis I have added the column to which I want to implement this particular function. And since it's a this is a column that will be newly formed, I'm giving the alias to this, which is as name uppercase from employees. This is the name of the table. And if I execute this particular SQL code, this is the output you will see. You can see the entire all the alphabets of these names are getting converted into upper cases. John, you can see entire word is getting converted into capital letter. Similarly for Alice and Bob. So this is how this upper function is working, and similar to this we have lower function. For example, we want to convert all the names into lower case. We can just in place of upper we can write lower. I have written this query already for you so that we can save the time. Select ID. ID the first column. Let me first change my table to original table employee, and now we are writing SQL code to add a new column which have lower cases for these name column. So as usual, I will write the query, select id, then name, then lower inside the parenthesis I am mentioning the text to which I want to implement this lower function, and this is the alias or the name of the newly generated column, name lowercase from employees. And guys, if I execute this query, this is the output, and you can see the output is very clean and standard. It's not that somewhere you will see first letter is capital, somewhere the entire name is in smaller case, and somewhere the entire name is in capital letter. This is not a standard way. The standard way is either you should have all the all the names in capital case, or all the name in small case, or at max you can have the first letter as the alphabet and remaining as small, but that should be consistent and standard across all the rows. So this is a very useful function, very simple but very useful function for making your databases look cleaner and uniform throughout the rows and columns. And you can also use this particular lower and upper function with the where clause. Let me write one query. So let me first execute select star. So select, then star from the name of the table, which is employees, where upper name equals John. So I can also I need to enclose this in quotes as per the syntax. So if I execute this, you will get John, because for most of the SQL databases it doesn't matter whether, because they are case insensitive, but for having a standardized data, and even in some databases it's very essential to have all the columns in a standardized way, in a uniform way, in a consistent way. So that particular function, upper and lower, you can also use with where clause, and this is very useful. For example, you have a database in which emails are mentioned for all the employees, and certain alphabets. So someone has started their email with capital letter, someone typed his or her email with entire small letter, someone typed for first few alphabets with capital and remaining with a smaller case, and you want to clean that data because that has its added benefits and advantage. So in that scenario, you can use upper and lower function, because it will convert entire email either into lower or either into uppercase. Also, we have one more function using which we can convert only the first letter of any word into capital, and remaining will remain in a smaller case. So that's a question for you. You write me, you comment the answer in the comment section, that using which command or function we can convert only the first letter of any word into capital and remaining in smaller case. So this was about upper and lower function. I hope you find the video useful. We will meet you in the next video now. Thank you.